Hey legends, what's happening? Time for a new video. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the mindset that you're going to need if, like myself, you're dealing with any excuse me, any back problems, back pain and whatnot. The mindset that you need to get yourself into when something like this happens to you is keep yourself as positive as possible. Do something that'll chill you out and get you, keep you in that frame of mind of like, okay, right, this is happening. I need to be proactive and trying to get over this. And if you start letting it get to you, like when the pain and the flare-up is at its height, it is soul destroying. It really is. It just, you cannot get comfortable to sleep. You can't sit properly for any length of time, and like it's just, it depresses the life out of you, and it can really bring you down, especially if you happen to be like myself in a position where you were dealing with it really well. You were really getting over it. And that's another thing. Don't ever, under any circumstances, think to yourself that you're over a back injury. It's not possible. It really isn't possible unless, if you go for surgery and get some major work done. Yes, chances are you'll make a full recovery, but those operations, especially in the spine, is where my back problem is at. As part of, it's not a muscular thing, although when it does flare up, the muscles are affected, but the core thing that's causing the back injury I have is actually in the bone. Too many years hard work, hard lifting, heavy lifting, just basic wear and tear over the 20 odd years that I have been in the workplace, and something I'm always going to have to live with. But I thought, genuinely, for the longest time there, I thought, okay, I'm dealing with this, I'm over this, no problem, flat out, let's do it, let's just do whatever the hell we want, sort of a thing. And it's down to my own stupidity. It was, I want to say, it was a stupid lift and turn, which is what actually caused the flare up this time. But if I'm being brutally honest with myself, and I'll do another video on some of the stuff that I've bought and put into place to actually help me with this back injury. Just to quickly touch on that, I bought a stand-up desk as a really good investment if you've got back injury and you tend to be on the computer quite a bit. So of course, me making these videos and whatnot, and video editing in general, in front of a screen a lot of time, and I bought one of those little gadgets that's, they fold out and you can put them on top of a table, and you can lift, lower your laptop to whatever height you need. So I've had one of those for the longest time, but last week when I was off work, I was out shooting quite a few videos, and I literally, like an idiot, lifted this thing off the table where I have it perfect level to stand straight while you're working, and I spent the entire week sitting on the edge of a sofa with this stand on the floor in front of me, so it was basically at knee height, just above knee height, while I was on the sofa and like bent over, working on it. That was my own stupidity. That weakened my back to the point where when I did that stupid lift and turn, that caused the flare up. So you start blaming yourself as well. It's the mentality is what you need. It's that positive mindset to like, okay, look, I screwed up and I need to sort this thing. No, I'm not as close to being over this as I thought I was. Chances are, well, for me, it's not chances are, it's a fact, a solid, hard fact that this is something I'm going to be dealing with to my dying day. And, you know, if I don't keep up and keep doing the things that I was doing at the start to get me to where I am now, I was training pretty much like 3 times a week. I was training with a personal trainer, and since I started with him, you're talking what, probably close to 2.5 years now, I want to say, something like that. Anyway, it's around about the 2-year mark, and I literally have only had 4 to 5 weeks off training, and that was because I was in America, 2 trips to America, so I wasn't there for the gym training. So you're talking 4 weeks for that, and I think there's an hour week in there somewhere where we weren't training, but going great guns. Like, I was lifting weights that I genuinely never thought I would be able to do. Burpees, I'm not great at burpees. They kill me to do it just because of they are a complete and utter pain in the backside. But I was battering out burpees no problem, and with this back injury, that's one of those things that whenever I went to the doctors originally, they were saying, like, you know, from now on you cannot do anything where, you know, extreme bending and up and down quick sort of thing. But I was battering away at burpees the very best, and through my own stupidity I've knocked myself back 2 years at this point. So haven't been training this week for the fact I'm too sore to train. But I've made a bit of a turnaround here. Cracked out the back the day before yesterday, and I think, and I want to say think, because I'm not going to be stupid enough to say, okay, I know what's going on here, but I have an idea that getting the back cracked out was, you know, knocked whatever was out of place back into place. And right now I'm feeling only the nerve pain. When the back kicks off, it takes out the sciatic nerve, usually knocks out the left leg completely. This time, thankfully, the left leg has been pretty good. I have felt the nerve at the base of the back and through the left butt cheek, but thankfully the leg has been okay so far. So over the last 2 days I've been a little bit better. Flexibility has come back slightly, but still pretty far away from this. So I think tomorrow's video, if you're going to be about for it, I think you're going to enjoy it, because the video is simply going to be me getting up first thing in the morning and trying to put my shoes on. Or maybe, well, the shoes is a little bit easier than the socks, so I might record myself trying to put my socks on tomorrow morning. That will be an interesting view, because this is one of these injuries which is the most frustrating thing about it. If you could take a little bit of time, downtime, and let your back, you know, take the pressure off your back and just take it easy for a few days and let yourself get back to it. This injury of mine, the frustrating thing about it is that it's lack of movement that makes it so sore. And I have noticed that over the last couple of days. Like, I had a day off work today, and me and a friend disappeared down around the coast for a while, kind of breaking lockdown rules slightly. But out travelling in the car the better part of the day, and out walking about, stretching out the leg. Even walked on to the White Rocks Beach. If you want to check it out, I think there should be a video on this channel. White Rocks Beach, Portrush, and you'll see it for yourself. But it's to get down to it, down onto the beach, onto the sand, there's quite a slope there. So I was kind of worried about that, because, you know, getting down is no problem with a bad back, and you're trying to come up sand on a slope, you're bending forward and whatnot. So I handled that pretty well. So I think I'm at a bit of a turning point, but I'm not going to be arrogant enough to say that I'm going to be okay this time, but we'll see what happens. So I just wanted to just jump on here and give you a little update on what's going on with the back. And I got a couple of comments on the last video, and there's a woman telling me about her problems with back injuries as well, and my heart goes out to you. So if you're watching this video, you know who you are. Right there with you. I feel your pain. Actually, like, literally feel your pain. So stay healthy, guys, and keep yourself safe, and I'll talk to you in tomorrow's video.